So here we are with one of the best students I have in long time. I put in the description while he cleared the exam that one of the most gentleman person I have seen in long time. Raviteja works in US. He's been working with the PMP in such a dedication that I really see most of the people lack that. He did multiple mocks and he was always ready whenever I gave him a challenge. Whenever I gave him a mock, he only said that thing. Okay, Amir. Thank you, Amir. Okay, Amir. Thank you, Amir. I have yet to see such a gentleman in my students. Like never have a complaint why you are giving so much, why you are pushing so much, why are you taking so much feedback. One of the best human beings. So first of all, Ravi, thank you for being such a good human being. And congratulations from the entire PMP community on clearing PMP with all above target. Whenever any student clear PMP with all above target, their journeys are worth recording because the lesson that you learn from it. Now, Ravi, this is very important. The lesson that you learn from this are priceless. But the more important thing, anyone, and this is the reason why I record journey. The second one, anyone who watches the journey, they can be inspired. I like Rajiv was telling me earlier in the morning that he used to watch the journeys and he got inspired, and he did PMP because he saw if they can do, I can do. So
Yes.
if your journey can inspire even one human being, then my job is fulfilled.
Yes. Yes.
Your job is also fulfilled. So
Yes.
Ravi, you have the mic, go ahead, share your journey the way you like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Amir, for the continuous support. Basically, so without you, this is impossible to clear the PMP. So with all about targets. So thank you for keeping trust in me, and also uh, I would say because of you, I clear my PMP. Uh,
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Okay.
yeah.
So why did you do PMP? How you approached me, and how you follow the roadmap? Can you share a little bit in depth?
Sure, definitely. So I think right back in June, I guess. So I was seeing your videos on LinkedIn, so explaining about all the PMP, uh, about the PMP journeys, and also the PMP, like each and every topic. So and also you're taking the interviews of the PMP who clear the with all about targets. So that makes me inspire me, and also I joined one of the groups on the WhatsApp, and on that group you approached me like I'll give you the training and all those things. So from there, I'm thinking whether to join or not. So later, so I need to clear my PMP as soon as possible. So that makes me more stronger, and also I able to join your one-to-one mentor program. So uh, that's a thing. So from there. Initially, before joining your program, so I was struggling with the agile concepts, agile methodologies, because I'm from the construction background and I don't have any idea about the agile methodologies, and also we usually follow the traditional way of project management. So
Okay.
that's what we do. So the day which you told me with the first video explaining agile methodologies, so that makes me very fantastic. So it's like a giving a very simplified examples, and also that makes me more and more interest towards your program. So that agile concepts makes me very very better, and also like a very from there I need to keep trust on you. So from there I just followed your guidelines and also your procedures from there. So from there it makes my journey very easy. So I'm able to study and keep up the hard work, and after that I'm able to clear the PMP with all our targets. So from there it's like I think almost like a 3 to 4 months, I guess. So inspired because I'm having a tough job situation, uh, like I'm doing my night shifts during your mentor program. I used to go to the stations, and I'm an inspector at the stations. So basically I need to go to the stations, I need to supervise, I need to get back to the car, and when I have a sufficient time, so I used to study in the car, like under the street lights. To be honest, I can say that. So at the very beginning of the, like I did like almost like a 1 to 2 months. So
This
basically, I
is
don't have
this
time in
is
the morning, so I used to study in the
this
evening
is
night. So
This is just awesome, Ravi. This is, I never knew that. I knew that thing in the start. That is why actually our journey took a long time. You were like,
so
whenever I used to give you task,
from
you actually, yeah, you took
yeah,
time
still
and you
time, yeah.
always says that I will yeah, I will do that on weekend, but you
Yes,
were
yes.
studying in the nights
Street
in
lights, yeah.
such a such a difficult circumstances.
Yes,
I
yes, yeah.
never knew. I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Amir. Yeah.
The way you did, and let me put this thing in the context of everyone.
Yes, yes, yeah.
While Ravi was studying, I was sure like 2 months ago he can clear the PMP exam. When he did like three mocks, I said him, let's give the exam. So he was like, I want to give more mocks. I said, no problem. I said, let's do the more mocks because normally when students get 70% above in two or three consecutive good mocks, I actually give them like let's do the exam. But Ravi wanted to do more mocks. He wanted to go into depth into the ocean of PMP and take those pearls out and see how I want to do. I remember Ravi said that I want to be 100% confident when I go to the exam. I said no problem. So from there, for last 2 months, we kept on doing whenever Ravi had time, whenever the Ravi had time, we kept on doing. So Ravi, did you know how many mocks you did?
I guess I did around like 30 to 40 marks, roughly 40 marks, I can say that.
So these are the number of mocks I gave him, and as I am saying, he never said no to any mock. And he was actually prepared 2 months ago. He was prepared in 45 days after joining the program. Although because of these difficult conditions, he was prepared because as I said, he was one of the best students I got. He was always working continuously. So Ravi, now you did so many mocks. Apart from the framework of the prepcast and also the halo effect because we did that previously. What do you think
Yes,
exam
yes.
is more relevant to which mocks?
I can say it's like a completely related to the prepcast mocks. So it's like a very close. Basically, the prepcast mocks help me like you are able to adapt to the situation in the exam. So it creates you the situation like it gives you the time. So you need to follow the timeline accordingly. So when I'm doing the mocks, so basically the prepcast mocks, I need to sit like continuously for 4 hours. So that makes me like usually in the initial stages it's very uncomfortable like 270 minutes at a stretch I need to be there, and usually I do it in the evening time. However, I used to avoid those and I used to sit continuously for more than 4 hours, and I used to solve the prepcast mocks. So apart from prepcast, I can say your mocks are very, very, very standard. I can say that's it's very standard. Like your mocks are very standard, and also I can say Workday is also has some standard mocks, and Tridip mocks are also standard. So I can say the it's very closer to the prepcast in the real exam. The real exam is very
Friday,
easy when compared to the
Friday mocks are very relevant to the real exam or prepcast.
prepcast.
There is also again Raviteja from what I am hearing here is that the real
Mm,
thing about the webcast was not their questions, but more of the
mm.
framework, like the
Framework,
time
yeah.
you have,
Time, yeah.
like all other mocks, including my mocks,
Mhm,
including Tradip, Workday,
mhm,
what they on
mhm.
PDF or on Udemy. The real problem was the Udemy you can stop, right?
Stop, yeah, that's correct, yeah. You can
That
stop
that is
anytime, and yeah, you can continue
yes,
anytime, yeah.
that is something, and taking that into consideration, now I am making my own simulator, just like
Mhm,
Prepcast framework,
mhm.
or
Yes,
I
yes.
would say the real framework, because I am getting this knowledge from the students. It's not the PMP, the Prepcast mocks that is important. The framework, like you have to
Yes,
sit, you
yes.
cannot stop the question, and
Correct.
especially as I did with you, 60,
Mhm.
60, 30 question. We
That's
can
correct, yeah.
select we can select 60 questions and we can
Wow.
practice on it. That is something that is very important.
Mhm,
I remember one of my student, I guess Gajendra, yeah, He
Hmm.
used like we did a lot of Gajendra didn't have a lot of time to do 180 question because his job was according to that. So
Hmm.
we keep on doing 60 question. And he told me in Pepcast I received 72 minutes to do 60 question. So in the real exam, as I said to you,
Yes,
80,
yes,
80, 70. So
that's
sir, he
correct.
said when I had that 80 minutes, those 8 minutes were more of an extra time for me.
Yes, yes. Yeah,
So that is an important feature that we need to
yes, yes,
work on.
that's
That is a
correct.
very important thing.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
talk about the exam. You gave the
yes.
exam in subject,
Center,
right?
yeah, yeah. It's
So how
I
are
think I'll speak to be honest. Like previously, I have taken the exam with my own preparation. Like in 2020, I take from home with a lot of disturbances. I couldn't able to clear the exam. So, but yesterday when I went to the center, it was very peaceful and very quiet environment. And also, they have given me the noise cancellation microphone. So I kept that. So it's like I able to concentrate the exam. Like uh, it's I see the exam is very very simplified, and also the questions which I did from the prepcast, and also the questions which I am seeing in the real exam, it's very easy to be honest for me. And also I followed your time strategy like 80 80 70. So so what I did is that, so I you told me to make a note on the notepad, like just write these timings, like the first set is first 60 questions you need to solve it in 80 minutes, and second set you need to solve it in 80 minutes, and third set you need to follow it in 70 minutes. So that's the strategy you have given. So what happened is that, so the first set of questions, so I think the first three questions are a little tricky, to be honest. It's not difficult, but it's tricky. So I took little time over there, but uh, after 3 or 4 questions, so it's like a straightforward questions I have, like a, so it's like you can able to eliminate the two options, and the you need to choose the other two options, and which are the two options is very relevant, so you need to choose the answer. So that's a strategy I have applied in this exam in the first 60 questions. So I'm able to complete like I think in 70 minutes. 70 minutes. In 10 minutes I have taken I have did the review of all the 60 questions. So whether I'm doing correct or not, whether I'm doing correct or not, so I used to check the questions, like all the 60 questions, and
so
I took a,
you did the review. Although I
yes, yes.
said there is no need to review, but
Hmm.
you followed the same pattern that you go and
Yes,
write
yes,
that. Okay.
that's correct,
What
yeah.
what about in the then you took the break, right?
I took a break. So what happened is that I went out, and I did the breathing exercises which you have told me in the during before the exam. So I did that, and after that I realized it should be like 150, right? So when I entered into the hall, and when I took the second set of questions, like second set of 60 questions, it started at 147.
Why?
What happened is that,
You
so
took more time in break.
more time. Yeah, it took more time. I didn't realize that. Like 1 or 2 minutes, something like that. So I think 1 minute, I guess. 1 or 2 minutes I took extra. So I went inside, it started at 147. So I was like frightened. Oh my God. So what I need to do right now? So as from there, first, I think the 4 questions are a little tricky. It didn't took much time, but when compared to the first set, so after that it's like a straightforward questions, like it's like a you can able to guess the answers right away. So it took me like in the second set of questions, it took me like almost like a 65 minutes, and I did like a 15 minutes of review in the second set.
15, again 15 minutes of review. A lot of time on review, which I don't recommend. But you did with
Yes, yes,
all about
a
target.
lot of time, yeah.
Yeah, you did with all about target. Who am
Yes,
I
yes,
to say anything? What about the
yes, yes,
third section? So you have 70 minutes
yeah.
for third section.
Yeah, third section is like 70 minutes. So what I have done is that, so I this time I entered the hall like before 1 minute, so I make myself relax, and in the last 70 minutes, so uh, I able to finish the exam in like 55 minutes.
So this is very important. And
Yeah, yes,
the reason is that no,
yeah,
you did like
mm,
30 plus mocks, 30,
yes, yes,
like six work day, if I remember,
yes, yes,
four Andy Ramdale, six mine,
Yes,
16,
yes.
now it's more 22, 4 prepcast,
First
26, then 2 Triday, 28,
Friday
then
28.
28, then Yasin, then other
Yeah, seen.
mocks.
Yeah.
So 30 actually I remember which you
Yes,
did.
yes. Yes,
So,
yes.
apart from that, I don't know how many we did 60, 60, 60 questions.
Yeah, so many. I guess. Yeah, so
That,
many.
that actually builds your stamina. That
Yes,
actually
yes.
builds that timer. And
Yes,
plus,
yes.
yeah, when you say the exam was easy, the
Mhm.
reason is this, that
Yes,
you
yes.
have done
Mhm.
so many questions that even if like I say that for like I really respect Trade, like
Mhm.
Trade Broy is a
Yes,
good
yes.
friend of mine.
Mhm.
So I say to even I guess I told this to you.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
If the exam becomes very difficult, it
Mhm.
will be near to treating.
Yes, yes. That's correct.
So if it becomes very difficult, so
Mhm.
when you are preparing and you got even 70 plus, if I'm not wrong, in
Yes, yes.
3D also, so
Yeah,
you were very well prepared. I
that's
have
correct.
no doubts in that. Okay, now let's talk about a little bit more of exam. How
Yes, yes.
many critical path question? Zero?
Zero. No critical path questions.
Any formula question?
I think I got like a two to three formula questions. Like one, it's like a straightforward question. It's like a
Okay.
what is the schedule and what is the budget. So using the values like a n value, plan value, and the schedule actual costs. It's a straightforward question. And the other two questions, it's related to the agile. So they have given like how many story points, and each story point
We,
is this
ca-
is
we cannot say the exact question.
okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot share the exact question. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so few question according to unvalue. Okay, so the
Yes.
exam was more dominant towards team, stakeholder, and communication.
Yeah, these are the three areas they have got covered in the exam, like a stakeholder and also the teams communication, and also some questions about the procurement.
Oh, so now
Yeah.
that's how many
Yes,
questions from procurement?
I got like 10 to 15 questions to be honest in
That's too
procurement.
much.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's too much. Like I in Rajiv received
Mhm.
I guess no question from procurement, and you
Oh.
receive. I am happy with that. You
Yes,
see,
yes.
when the
Mhm.
exam keep on changing itself,
Yes,
then that's
yes.
something we
Mhm.
should strive on. That's something we
Mhm.
should work on. If
Yes, yes.
uh, if all the time the exam
Mhm.
comes in the same way,
Mhm.
it becomes more of a boring thing.
Yes, yes.
Exam have to be difficult. So
That's correct.
procurement. So all the things that we covered in on material, were they
Yes, yes.
sufficient to clear the exam?
Yes, yes, the material is very sufficient. I haven't studied the BIMPOC after joining your program, and also I haven't
Yeah.
touched any books to be honest. I just
Yeah.
followed your materials and videos. That's it.
I do study all the books. You see,
Yes, yes,
right now I'm studying these two books.
yes,
But
yes,
if you don't like to read the books, I recommend that in my program, like you did, like
yes, yes,
Rajiv, you can clear the exam without studying any kind of
yes,
book.
yes.
Actually there is no need to
Mhm.
make this as a big hustle. I need to study the books.
That's
Okay. So what about the risk questions?
risk. I got like I think that's also I got like a 10 to 15 questions. It's also a very important topic, and also I got like a 10 to 15 questions like yeah, the risk questions. So it's a all of them are situational. So it's like a I can say it's 95% situational questions, and maybe 5% like you get like a I got like a two to three matching questions, and also like a one like you need to select the which is the appropriate methodology. So you need to select the dots over there. So that one
Okay.
thing. I think one or two questions on this.
Quality question? Any quality question?
Yeah, quality I got very less. Like I can say 5 to 10 questions.
Hmm. What about those three baselines?
Three baselines, schedule
Code, code,
baseline. Yeah,
code schedule
yeah.
call.
I think it's like a 5 to 10 questions on the
All,
schedule base. Mhm.
okay. And any question from compliance? Like Rajiv received 10 to 15 question on compliance. Did you receive
Like
any health and safety compliance, theft compliance?
no, no, no.
And
I haven't received any questions regarding the theft and compliances. Yeah, yeah.
so, Ravi, you have given us a lot of information in last 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Your final advice for all
Yes,
the
sir.
players.
Uh, you need to study hard and you need to keep more dedication towards achieving the PMP. So it's very it will be very hard, but in the initial stages, but at the later on, if you keep on working hard, it will be easy at the exam. So you need to stay calm while doing the exam, and you should not feel any anxiety while doing the exam. So these
Thank
are
you.
the these
This,
are the things I can recommend.
this is a
So
beautiful way. So,
yeah.
Ravi, I need three things from you.
Mhm.
The first thing, each one teach one. You know, this is
Yes,
my
yes,
motto.
yes,
Each
yes.
one, each one teach one.
Mhm.
Like maybe we have so many people in our group.
Yes,
You
yes.
know that. So you want to like sport if someone approaches you after
Mhm.
this, you like help
Mhm.
them, assist them
Yes, yes.
any way you can.
That's
Secondly,
correct.
secondly, I want to write PMP questions, and I will talk about that later after
Mhm.
this, but not the real question, exam
Mhm.
like questions, so that
Okay.
we can give back to the community. Third
Okay.
thing,
Mhm.
you did very hard work.
Yes, I'm yeah.
So, are you living with your family here?
Sorry.
Are you living with your family here, or you are
Yeah.
alone?
I'm myself and my wife. That's it.
So tonight is
Hello.
the night to celebrate. So tonight is the
Hello.
night to celebrate.
Yes, yes, that's
So
correct.
Ravi,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, okay, Ravi. Thank you very much. And with
No
this,
problem.
best of luck and
Thank
namaste
you,
and
Amir.
congratulations once again.
Thank you, Amir. Thank you so much. Yeah.